It's so scary.
Basically what I'm doing here is taking apart the winch. We noticed there's a pin inside that was broken and had to be replaced. We replaced that and reassembled the winch, and honestly a very satisfying job to do. I also had to climb the mast to waterproof an exposed wire that was left behind from an antenna that was ripped out by our code 0. You would remember that from the previous video.
Alright, so this is exactly what happened. Heard a knocking, obviously coming from the water maker. The water maker was the only thing that was being run, or that was running, and we realized that the knocking was coming from this, there's a little 24 volt DC digital box over here. And we did a bit of research, and it basically said there could be cavitation. What we had noticed that I hadn't noticed before, so it was new, was that there was a leak, and the leak was coming from this little plastic T junction thing. So there's a little pressure switch at the back that then goes into this outlet pipe that then takes the salt water to the filters and then to the water maker. So the leak was happening there. We ended up tightening the original one down, and basically trying to seal off that leak because it was obviously a bit loose. We then accidentally cracked the original plastic fitting, so that was a big issue. In that whole process of cracking that, we broke the fitting that came off this piece, which was just this big pipe here that we see wrapped around. That goes to like a little dead end, and it basically did nothing. We've never used it before. It's obviously meant for drainage. And so what we found at that hardware store was just a piece that we could plug up right here, so we don't ever have to, we won't ever break that again. When we ran it again, the knocking still happened. So obviously we thought we had fixed the problem, but it was still going, and we realized there was still air in the sea strainer from when we cleaned the sea strainer, because our next issue was we thought that the other than cavitation, the sea strainer was restricting water flow, so it was a bit clogged. It looked clean, but there was a lot of gunk on the wall of the actual basket, and so we think a lot of water was like, it was trying to suck water but it couldn't. So that could have been the problem. So in the whole process of fixing the leaks so no air could get in, and also cleaning the sea strainer and bleeding it, you had to make sure there was no air in it, that all seemed to sort the problem out. What we also did was there was a 10 micron filter inside here. We had then replaced that with a 5 micron, so now there's 5 microns in both filters. That's from the fresh water and that's from the salt water, and it seems to be running perfectly now. So yeah, luckily we've got our water maker back and we can make some fresh water.
Wash your feet off, your boy there.
Okay, so going literally into wind, and it's like we're getting 30 knots of apparent wind speed. Our angle's about 50, in between 45, 50. Honestly, I think we all can't wait to get there. Yeah, everything's just flying all over the place. We've had to tack quite a few times, and man, does my heart race. We kind of just starting to get sheltered by the island. We probably have another like 3-4 hours to go. And I think it's like 10:30 already. But yeah, as you know, we had to leave late because of the water maker. We had to get that fixed before we left, so we only left maybe just before 12, and it's about a 12-hour sail. We finally arrived, and it's a beautiful little island, very remote. Yeah, it was quite a rough night. Everyone's pretty exhausted this morning. Just checking up on everything in the engine room. The water maker is working now, so that's really good, fantastic news. Literally got everything out because everything's absolutely soaked. We got some fruit in exchange for milk, so yeah, as you can see, there's just stuff everywhere. Like when you just tidy up, this came off. So we just lifted anchor and we're heading to Tanna. Yeah, it's quite a beautiful morning. Hopefully the conditions are not too bad out there. We just saw some dolphins as well. I didn't get a proper video though because they were a bit far, but there were like loads of them.
Waves curling in her hair. When she left, the stars fell down.
She said we could both stay dry if we don't swim, or we could take our chances in the ocean. That little tease, oh, I couldn't believe the next wave pulled her away from me.
Got the volcano right behind that hill there. Such a beautiful morning actually. Okay, so this is the Port Revolution Yacht Club. It's quite cute. Their original building actually got blown down by a cyclone a couple of years ago.
Maybe I imagined it, but in the hazy evening, the most amazing creature climbed up on the shore and lay there.
Waves curling in her hair. When she left, the stars fell down.
She said we could both stay dry if we don't swim, or we could take our chances in the ocean. That little tease, oh, I couldn't
probably seeing somebody else and still flirting with me.
I can't take it.
The way the moonlight warms your face, and the sea breeze carries the bold things you say.
Insane. That was insane. It's so scary. This was our gift exchange and welcoming. It was very special. They made us a lovely lunch as well.